math, and English. In international news, prosecutors in California have charged 2 individuals with operating a white supremacist group on the Telegram messaging app aimed at inciting violence across the U.S. According to a 37-page indictment revealed on Monday local time, Dallas Aaron Humber and Matthew Robert Allison are accused of leading the Terrorgram network. The group reportedly encouraged members to carry out terror attacks with the goal of igniting a race war. Authorities claim that the defendants used the platform to share bomb-making materials, provide lists of assassination targets, and urged others to commit acts of violence. And now taking a quick look at the weather here. It's currently 34 degrees Celsius in Busan City with the heat wave advisory in effect. Air quality is currently good. And that'll have to do it for this hour's news. Thank you for joining us. You're listening to BEFM 부산영어방송.
Your best choice. BEFM 부산영어방송.
Coming up next is Midday Mate with Nick Greenwood. BEFM 부산영어방송.
Junk food refers to processed foods that have little to no nutritional value. Indeed, some may contain downright harmful ingredients. Unfortunately, these foods are typically very tasty, inexpensive, and widely available. However, controlling your cravings and staying away from these harmful foods is in your best interest. Not only do most of these foods have little to no nutritional value, but they can also create a toxic buildup that adversely affects your overall health. So, today, we're going to talk about the most unhealthy foods to eat. It's Tuesday, September the 10th, 2024. This is Midday Mate. Let's go.
If I get too tired to make it, be my breath so I can walk. And if I need some other love, then you give me more than I can stand. When my smile gets old and faded, wait around, I'll smile again. Shouldn't be so complicated. Just hold me and then, or just hold me again. Can you help me? I'm bent. I'm so scared that I'll never get put back together. Keep breaking me in, and this is how we will end, with you and me. If I couldn't sleep, could you sleep? Could you paint me better off? Could you sympathize with my needs? I know you think I need a lot. I started out clean, but I'm jaded. Just falling in, or just breaking my skin. Can you help me? I'm bent. I'm so scared that I'll never get put back together. Keep breaking me in, and this is how we will live, with you and me. I feel all your pieces start bending me, keep bending me until I'm completely broken. Just touch me and then, or just touch me again. Can you help me? I'm bent, I'm so scared that I'll never get put back together. Keep breaking me in, and this is how we will end. With you and me landing without understanding. Here I go there again. Can you help me? I'm bent, I'm so scared that I'll never back together. Yeah, you're breaking me in, and this is how we will live with you and me.
That was Bent by Matchbox 20. Now, the biggest hit for the band, Matchbox 20, and their only number one, unfortunately, in the Hot 100. Now, this song is about a man who has reached a point in his relationship where he's confused and he needs help from others in order to make a big decision. Now, Rob Thomas has evolved some in his singing style since the band's inception. In the beginning, his style was very unpolished and had more of a vulnerable quality to it. But in later albums, his style is much more professional and his range has become more versatile. So listen in. Hopefully we'll have some more of Matchbox 20 in the future. Welcome, one and all. You're live in the studio in Busan on this Tuesday afternoon. This is Midday Mate, and you're listening to us on BEFM 90.5 in Busan and 103.3 FM in the Gijang, Cheongwan and Noksan areas. I am your host, Nick, and it is our second day here at Midday Mate. Welcome to all of those joining, and if you're new here, welcome to the show for the first time. This is BFM's brand new show, and already I'm loving all of the love coming in on the chats, on the YouTube live chat, on the Kakao channel as well. Let's have a look here. Sorry, my voice just went for a minute. We got Jin Lee Nim saying hi, Po Nim saying hi, Onomotjin Nal Nim saying, since yesterday, my alarm clock has been set to 12:05. Hello, Nick, and all the other listeners. You know how happy that makes me. You set your alarm for this show. That's such an honor. Thank you so much. Jin Lee Nim saying, everyone's trying to get first place. 1등을 다 해보네요. It's good. I like the competition here. Sangmin Park Nim, welcome to the show as well. Kim Seulgi Nim, hello to you. And I like that Onomotjin Nim saying, I'm so glad that the program hosted by Nick is back up and running. It's one of the joys of life that I've been missing. I feel you. It's one of my joys of life talking to everyone here and doing a show as well. So I'm so happy to be back talking to everyone. Soinim, hello there, my friend. Welcome to the show. It's good to see you. And Penguin-nim as well. Mioksteliinim as well on Kakao Talk saying, good afternoon. It's a hot and sunny day. I'm so ready to enjoy today's show. I'm so glad you are, because it's going to be another great show. Thank you for joining in. Chaesung-nim as well, hello my friend, joining in from Pohang and saying, hello, it's hot here in my region and it seems like summer has come around. You know what, it's the same in Busan as well. It feels like summer has come around again. But I'm not complaining because summer is my favorite season and I'm always sad to see it go. Well, welcome to the show everyone. We've got a great 2 hours lined up for you. In hour one, we're going to start with Listomania, and this is where we introduce various kinds of list. And if you were listening to the introduction, we're going to talk about the most unhealthy foods to eat. I know, it's not a lecture. I'm not going to tell you you're bad for eating it, but we're going to go over some information about bad foods to eat, and you can judge for yourself whether you should eat them or not. And then we have Jimmy in the studio for the real charm of Busan. Jimmy, of course, our resident expert on the city, is going to be coming in and telling us the various charms of this wonderful city. And then in hour 2, we have today's quotes. We introduce encouraging quotes from famous people. And then Kimberly is here for bite-sized banter, daily fun conversations with a theme. You know, banter, I told you the definition of banter yesterday. It's kind of like light-hearted talking, a bit of joking, just a general, chit-chat. Chit-chat, nothing important, but it's good for listening skills, definitely so. And then after that, we have Don't Make a Scene, where we introduce useful English expressions after listening to a short clip. And this week, we're going over a scene from one of my favorite shows, of course, The Simpsons. It's a great chance to make a full scene out of this clip, learn some English, and reminisce about a great TV show. And then today, for a special Tuesday episode, we have Across the Universe, where we introduce stories behind the Beatles songs, which are still, I would say, influential in pop culture. Of course, I will be checking out your messages throughout the show. Jinli Nim saying, I've been hooked on this show, Midday Mate. I'm so glad to hear that, because this is only the second day, and you're already hooked. That's a good sign, I think. It's definitely a good sign. Soinim loving the music, saying 선곡 너무 좋아요. And that's one of the things I like about this show. And of course, our producer, he's got a great taste in music. Vibes with me, and I think it vibes with a lot of you as well. Today's topic. I'm going to give you a reason to text in. Think about this. This is today's text topic. 오늘의 텍스트 토픽은요. What are some bad foods that you enjoy to eat? Don't feel guilty. You can be honest. What are some bad foods that you enjoy to eat? 나쁘지만 즐겨 먹게 되는 음식에는 어떤 것이 있나요? What are some bad foods you enjoy to eat? Send your messages in to pound 9050, 샵 9050, which will cost you 101. A Kakao Talk message, just search for BEFM or 부산영어방송 in Korean. You can add us, send us messages for free as well. You can also download the smartphone app. Just search for BEFM once again or 부산영어방송. It's free to do, or of course, listen to us and watch us on YouTube Live. You can also get involved with the community. So one more time, what is your favorite bad food? You don't have to feel guilty, by the way. You know, I enjoy very, very, very fatty and very, very salty foods. I'll tell you later on. I'm going to think about my favorite ones. But yeah, tell me yours so we can all kind of enjoy it together, maybe get some ideas too. Ponim saying chocolate. I love it, but I don't eat it too much now. Chocolate. Yeah, is it bad? I don't know. They say dark chocolate is quite good for you in moderation. 적당히 먹으면. But still, thank you for telling me. Keep sending them in. We're going to take a song break, and then we will be back with Listomania. This is Right Place, Wrong Time by Dr. John.
But it must have been the wrong time. I done said the right thing, but it must have used the wrong line. I've been on the right trail, but I must have used the wrong car. Headers in a bad place, and I wonder what's good for. I've been in the right place, but it must have been the wrong time. My head is in a bad place, but I'm having such a good time. I've been running, trying to get hung up in my mind. Just got to give myself a good talking to this time. Just need a little brain salad surgery. I got to cue my insecurity. That I've been in the wrong place, but it must have been the right time. I've been in the right place, but it must have been the wrong song. I've been in the right vein, but it seems like a wrong on. Well, I've been in the right world, but it seems like the wrong. Sneaking, peeping, hiding out down the street. See my life shaking with every who I meet. Refried confusion is making itself clear. Wonder which way I go to get on out of here. Cause I've been in the right place, but it must have been the wrong time. And I done said the right thing, but I must have used the wrong line. I took the right road, but I must have took a wrong train. I took a right move, but I made it at the wrong time. I went in the right trip, but I made it in the wrong call. Head is in a good place, and I wonder what's bad for. If a skull is in a
We just listened to Right Place, Wrong Time by Dr. John. Welcome back, everybody, to Midday Mate. It is 12:20 in the afternoon. It's lunchtime for many. Whatever you're whatever you're having, I hope it's delicious. And if you're eating something healthy, maybe you're eating a salad for lunch, maybe you're having a healthy sandwich, maybe you're having a lot of fish, then good for you. If you're eating something maybe less healthy like a burger or, I don't know, fish and chips, I don't know who'd be eating fish and chips, but if you're eating something unhealthy, watch out, because we're about to go through a list very soon with Listomania. We've been talking about bad foods to eat, and we've got some messages coming in. 소이님 saying, 감튀요. 감자튀김이죠. 영어로 칩스가 맞을까요? 프렌치 프라이즈가 맞을까요? Ooh. That is a very good question. So in America, they would call them French fries. Fries, right? 감자튀기는 fries라고 하죠. 근데 영국에서는 chips이라고 합니다. If they're fat, if they're not thin, if they're fat, we call them chips. If they're very skinny, then we might call them fries. It's a good question. Cultural, linguistic difference. We got This Is David. David, sneaky, coming into this show. If you don't know David is the host of For Your Busan at 6 p.m. But you know what? He's participating, so I'll take the bait. For anyone who doesn't know, me and David, we used to work together. We used to be on the same show. So he's a brother to me. He says, my favorite food would be a large pizza, which I would finish on my own with a sad face. You know what? That's true. I've seen him devour huge pizzas when we've been out before. He has a large appetite, this man. So good for you. But you know what? It's good for the soul, my friends. Don't worry about that. We have more coming in. What else? 오너머찔날님 saying, I have a sweet tooth, so dark chocolate and ice cream are my love-hate relationship. You know what, though? Dark chocolate, they say, isn't so bad. So at least half of it is okay. But you know what? It's a good combination. Is it a combination? 같이 먹어요? Or do you have them separately? If you have them together, that's got to be pretty bad for you, but extremely tasty, I would imagine. We also have Penguin님 messaging in saying, Midday Mate 덕분에 2시간의 휴식 시간을 확보하게 되었습니다. 감사합니다. 아이고, 감사합니다. Thank you, Penguin님. I'm glad this feels like resting time for you, a long resting time. Thank you very much. Jinli님 saying, 라면. Yeah, that's a good one. It's comfort food, right? Especially in Korea. And for me, it's become quite a big comfort food. Yeah, definitely so. Keep the messages coming in. Right now, we're going to talk about different foods, unhealthy foods, with Listomania. Today we're going over most unhealthy foods to eat. This is not to make you feel guilty. You know, they say if it's delicious, it's 0 calories, right? There's some validity to that, I think. But let's start with our first food, and that is fried desserts. Fried desserts. So they say you should avoid these deep fried desserts, especially coated in batter and high in sugar and fat. They can clog up your arteries, leading to strokes, diabetes, and unfortunately, heart attacks over time. Has anyone had a fried dessert? I guess 호떡 is a fried dessert. It's delicious, but it is fried, so I'm sure it's not great for your heart. Did you know, in England, particularly in Scotland, there's a very popular dessert is fried chocolate bars. Now, you know the breakfast brand 초코 있잖아요. 그 스닉땡 초코 있잖아요. You know, it's got peanuts and stuff in it. Very delicious. But in England and Scotland, we sometimes deep fry it like chips. We deep fry it and then it's covered in this crispy batter and you eat it. It tastes so good, but I can feel my heart slowing down as I take every bite. It's delicious, but maybe have once in a lifetime. Our next one is another great... Oh, wow, this list is good. This list is listing some of my favorite foods. Number 2 is cheesy fries. Now, fries, of course, or chips, are high in calories, salt, and fat. A regular portion contains about 420 calories, which is not a small amount. And if you add 100 grams of cheese on top of that, that's a lot more calories, plus a lot of fat as well. Does anyone like cheesy chips, cheesy fries? They are so good, right? Especially cheesy chili fries. Anyway, this segment is not to get your mouths watering. It's to warn you against some of the bad foods that are out there. Number 3. This is an interesting one. I'm not sure if many people will know this. Number 3 is pork scratchings. This is a very common food in the UK. Now, it's basically pork scratching is deep-fried pig skin, kind of like 돼지 껍데기. 근데 튀겨서 먹는 거예요. It's covered with salt, so when you bite it, it like cracks. It cracks, kind of like, 돼지 껍데기. Making it one of the most unhealthy foods there is. And if you have a bag of these, you can buy these from the supermarket in like a packet of chips, packet of crisps. And I used to eat them on my lunch break at work. They taste incredibly good, but they are incredibly bad for you. Yeah, but that's one of them, pork scratchings. I recommend trying them at least once. Number 4, this one might be a little bit surprising. It's canned soups. Now, canned soups, sometimes they might look healthy, right? You see tomato soup in a tin, mushroom soup in a tin. They're not that bad for your health compared to other foods in the rest of this list. However, they contain a lot of salt. Now, a soup can often provide a healthy, hearty meal full of vitamins and other goodness. So if you want to eat soup, then it's best to cook a fresh soup, not necessarily a soup from a can. They say that's pretty bad. We've got more on this. We've got quite a lot, actually. Let's have a look. Here's one. Frozen meals. Anyone ever had a frozen meal before? Frozen meals, they're the ones that you put in the microwave and you spin them for 2 minutes and it makes a full meal. Sometimes they're great. I survived on them in university when I couldn't cook, and they're cheap and they fill you up, but they're very bad for you. They offer little nutritional value, and, they often stay frozen for months, lots of sodium, lots of preservatives added by the manufacturers. So they say, make your own ready meals because it could be better. Everything on this list, I know it's bad for you, but they're all so good. We've got more messages coming in. We have Onomotunalnim saying, churros, covered with sugar and dark chocolate. Sounds delicious. Oh, that is good. I know churros are quite a popular thing in Korea. If you go to 송정해수욕장, or if you go to some of the outlet malls, they have a lot of churros there, and I can't help myself but to eat them as well. Yeah, brilliant stuff. Heon Park Nim, hello, welcome to the show. Congrats on your show as well. Saying, 몸에 나쁜 거 아는데 마라탕 좋아요 라고 하셨어요. 억수로 맵게 먹고 디저트로 chocolate shake. How's that for bad food? You know what? It sounds bad, but it sounds perfect. The maratang is so spicy, it kind of makes your lips go numb. But then you have a sweet, thick, delicious chocolate shake to make you feel better. I love it. That's my dinner menu maybe for tonight. I'm going to think about that. Kim Seok-nim saying cola. I cannot stop drinking it. Yeah, that's bad for you. That's very bad for you for sure. Jinli-nim, SHP-nim saying ice cream. Ice cream's a popular one. Lots of bad foods coming in. I hope you're not getting too many ideas. This is meant to deter people from eating, maybe to get them to think about their foods more consciously. Anyway, we did have some more on the list. We're running out of time, so I'm just going to read them for you. We also have donuts, of course. I'm sure you can understand without any explanation. Chicken nuggets as well, processed meat, fizzy drinks, and cereal. Cereal, you know, it's breakfast. You thought that would be healthy, but no, cereal contains a lot of sugar. Anyway, that was today's Listomania. Quite a lot on the list there. We've got more messages coming in. Keep telling us your favorite bad food, and we're going to read them out in a little while. We're going to take a song break. This is You're the One I Love by Sholarama.
Everything, I'll do anything for
Welcome back, everybody. We just listened to You're the One I Love by Shola Arma. I'm your host, Nick. This is Midday Mate, a brand new show that started this week. And I want to remind you of today's topic because it's interesting. Everybody is, unloading their guilt and their hearts as well here. Today's question of the day is, what are some bad foods that you enjoy? 나쁘지만 즐겨 먹게 되는 음식에는 어떤 것이 있나요? 오늘의 텍스트 토핑인데요. We've got some more messages coming in. Some very surprising ones as well. We have David coming back. You eat a lot of bad food, my friend, saying, I love to eat ramyeon with butter. So good. R.I.P. to my intestines. I hope you're okay for 6 o'clock, mate. And then Haeyeon Park saying, wow, David, 내장이 아직 젊네요. 생라면도 먹고. Yeah, that's odd. I don't know how people have raw ramyeon, like Soinim saying raw ramyeon is one of the best anju. How do you eat it? It's so crunchy. Do you put the soup on top, or do you just eat it with no flavor? I'm very interested in how you do that. Jinlinim saying 전자레인지 공깃밥이 이 몸에 안 좋을까요? It's definitely, I don't think it's that good for you. But some people, like 오너모트날님, saying busy working people need it. Yeah, definitely. It's quick. It's like a couple of minutes in the microwave. Soinim saying jjajangmyeon. Yeah, but that's really tasty. So we'll give that one a pass, I think. Yeah. Raw ramen chips. Interesting. Yeongju Kimnim saying tteokbokki. The spicier the better. Yeah, that's a good. That's like that's a traditional food. That's really good. You can't stop eating that as well. 장백기님 saying 과자요. 어떤 과자요? What kind of snacks do you enjoy? Which bad snacks? Chaesungnim saying noodles. I enjoy wherever I go for a drive in the countryside and there's a tasty noodle place beside the road of a rice field. That sounds really cool. I would love to go to the countryside, stop my car and go to a little like 노점상 라면 place. That sounds amazing. And 미역스텔리님 as well saying 리스트를 듣다 보니 평소에 잘 먹는 음식들이에요. 반성합니다. We're all guilty. I think we're all in the same boat, Miokstelinim as well. Keep the messages coming in. It is now time for our new guest. Not so new. If you're looking on YouTube, you can see his lovely face right there. It's Jimmy for the real charm of Busan. Woo.
Yes, Jimmy in the building.
Yeah.
Yeah, Midday Mate. You're my mate. It's good to be back.
왜 호주 발음으로 얘기했어요?
영국 발음 노력했는데 안 되네. 영국 발음 한번 해주세요.
Midday Mate.
Midday Mate.
Oh, pretty good.
Oh.
You did like a midday mate.
Yeah.
Kind of like good day mate.
Ah, okay.
호주 발음이요.
Midday Mate.
There you go.
All
Midday
right.
Mate. How you doing, man?
Doing good, as always.
Yeah.
Yeah, trying to spread out all these good vibes.
Yeah. Jimmy's always doing the good. I look at his Insta thing often. We're friends on, social media. And every day he posts a story and he's like at the beach, like looking out in the water, like 오션을 막 바라보면서 good vibes. 하고 막 쓰고. I'm like, Jimmy, you're so cheesy, but I love it. It's great.
Yeah, thanks for saying that.
Jimmy is our new guest. Every Tuesday, we're going to go through the real charm of Busan. And if you've listened to the show before, you know a lot about this city.
Well, I love Busan, the place where I live in, and I would love to share my thoughts and ideas and all those tour attractions from food to like festivals. So yeah, I'm here.
Brilliant. And that's what it's going to be about. If you live in Busan, if you've lived here for a long time, maybe you know these places, but just in case you don't, or if you haven't been there for a long time, this will be a great way to get some inspiration about where to go in this wonderful city.
For sure.
So reveal to us, Jimmy, where are we going?
Yeah, first, of course, like places like Haeundae or Gwangan is probably one of those popular tour attractions and the beach nearby the coastal line. But today I would like to take you guys to Gamcheon Culture Village.
Of course, 감천 문화마을이죠.
The one and only.
It's, especially in the last 10 years, it's become one of the top attractions, I would say, to visit in Busan.
Oh, I agree.
Yeah.
For those of you who might not know about the history, it actually started as a humble hillside village after the Korean War, which was actually built by the refugees.
Yeah.
And over time, it actually step by step evolved into like today's scene, like one of the major tour attractions you must visit in Busan.
It has such a deep history. Of course, if you go to Kamcheon Muneo, there is, the colorful houses, the things to see and do. But if you go off the beaten path, if you're looking on YouTube Live, you can see a picture from the top. It's an incredibly beautiful place. Hidden in the alleys are some of the remnants of, like 70 years ago.
Sure.
And it was in Kamcheon Muneo that I first experienced boribap.
Oh.
Because back then, when they didn't have sal, like a lot of rice, they used boribap.
Yeah,
and
instead.
The lady who worked there, she was telling us the history, and she said, "You know what's good about boribap? It makes you fart." She said,
good digestion.
And I was like, "Okay, thanks for the warning." And I ate a lot, and the rest.
Oh, for sure. I mean, what makes it more unique? It's because it's fully covered by these colorful houses and also the street art, and I kind of like to go through those narrow alleys to check out those, hidden spots and
for sure.
hidden photo spots for me to take some photos and to write like good vibes only.
Yeah. You know what? He would. I bet you tomorrow I'm going to look on his Insta thing. I'm going to see good vibes only and Kamcheon Muneo.
Yeah.
I love it. He's a ball of positivity right there.
Right.
Yeah, please tell us more.
Yeah, I mean, like most people know Kamcheon for its just a picturesque, like brightly painted houses that climb the hillsides. But then you actually have definitely more than just taking photos.
Yep, of course.
Right?
Yeah.
Because like there is actually one thing that I really want to pinpoint out. There is like a culture village artist street where like local artists to showcase their works in like small independent galleries.
Oh.
So it's kind of similar to a Hinyeol culture village in a Yeongdo area.
Yeah.
But as you know, like many people are interested in art, like for example, like drawing and purchasing those kind of art pieces from like well-known artists. But also at the same time, like those, rookie artists.
Yeah.
Finding those rookie artists are really, really thrilling. And then if you kind of like keep those art pieces as the year goes by, it could possibly become a good investment too. Right?
Businessman right there. Good investment. I mean, Kamcheon Muneo in itself, it's like a piece of art.
그렇죠.
If you look at it from a bird's eye view from the top, it's so colorful. Like you said, the murals on the wall. And I think it's a great place to go see maybe undiscovered art.
Yeah, so that's why it also kind of provides and giving visitors a deeper connection to also the community itself. Because, I kind of like it and not like it at the same time because there are also residents are living in that culture village itself.
Yeah.
So we know the fact that we must not annoy them. We should keep it low key, but also at the same time, it's kind of like getting bigger and bigger as like a tour attraction. So it's
tough.
It is.
When you do live in a place that's becoming hot and popular these days, it's got to be tough. So if you do go, just remember that people live there. Don't try and poke into people's back gardens and things. Be respectful.
For sure.
Yeah. All right, we're going to take a quick song break, but when we come back, we're going to be talking more about Kamcheon Muneo and all of the great things that it has to offer. Don't go anywhere. This is 59th Street Bridge Song by Harper's Bazaar.
Morning last, just kicking down the cobblestones, looking for fun and feeling groovy. Feeling groovy. Feeling groovy. Hello lamppost, what you knowin'? I come to watch your flowers growing. Ain't you got no rhymes for me? Do it and do-do, feeling groovy. Feeling groovy. Got no deeds to do, no promises to keep. Dappled and drowsy and ready to sleep. Let the morning time drop all its petals on me. Life, I love you, all is groovy. Slow down, you move too fast. You got to make the morning last. Just kicking down cobblestones, looking for fun and feeling groovy. Ba-da-da-da-da-da, feeling groovy.
That was 59th Street Bridge Song by Harper's Bazaar. Welcome back, everybody, to Midday Mate. It's 12:45 in the afternoon on a lovely Tuesday afternoon. We're in the studio right now with Jimmy, and we've been talking about Kamcheon Culture Village for the past few minutes, and he's telling us why we should go, the best things to see. Jimmy, what else is there to know about the area?
Yeah, visitors definitely can take part in like hands-on workshops too. But what I want to talk about is you guys can also participate in like stamp tour. There is a huge map that you can carry on because Kamcheon Culture Village is kind of like a maze.
It is.
It's almost impossible. I mean, as for the first comers, even I get lost sometimes too. But then, so you definitely need to carry a map. But just the carrying around the map, it's no fun. So there is like a stamp tour, like every places, every spots where you visit, you can actually stamp on your map. And then if you complete, they also give you a small gift too.
Is that the same building? I think it might be that does the very slow postbox.
Oh, yeah. I think that's the same building. Yeah.
It takes a year to deliver. It was really cool. I got it a year later.
Really?
Yeah, I did. It was great. We've got some messages coming in. We have 어느 멋진 날님 saying 오래전 지미 덕분에 영도 깡깡이 마을에 대해서 알게 되었는데요. 이번엔 감천 문화 마을을 사진으로나마 구경하네요. I drove up and down that road at work, but never actually went to 감천 문화 마을 yet. Yeah, so thanks to you, Jimmy.
감사합니다.
Was it years ago?
Yeah.
Years ago, a long time ago, we talked about 깡깡이 마을
You remember, right?
in Yeongdo.
Yes.
Yeah, and that's why we have this segment, which is great as well. And
Yeah.
Jinli Nim saying, correct, 깡깡이 선박 만드는 소리라고 했더군요.
오, 정확히 기억하시네요.
It's banging on the
Yes.
sides of it as well, which is brilliant. Yeah, and that's why we have this segment. Busan Daddy Nim, welcome to the show. Now, it's time to get on to some food. And before, we're going to move on to best things to eat in Busan.
For sure.
The unique food scene. But on the topic of food, I want to ask you my text topic, which
Yeah.
I'm asking everyone, which is, what is your biggest guilty pleasure food? So, food that's bad for you, but you enjoy. 나쁘지만 뭐 즐겨 먹게 되는 음식에는 어떤 것이 있나요?
Yeah, to be honest, I'm a heavy eater. But then if I eat all those food that I want, I'll probably gonna be like super chubby by now.
Super Jimmy.
Yeah. 근데 제가 좋아하는 건 사실 튀김이에요. Something that is fried. So in case of like fried food, I love onion rings.
Oh, yeah, they're so good.
But not just the onion ring itself. I like to dip that onion ring to those sauce. So that's the problem. Like you're already having tigim and the sauce
I know.
combined together. So that's like the worst.
아니 그래야지 맛있잖아요.
맛있죠. 근데 안 좋죠.
ranch sauce,
Yeah.
or mayonnaise.
Right. See? Name it. Everything. Like, 가장 기본적인 거 케찹이고.
Exactly.
So,
well,
yeah.
you're not alone. Soynim says, I really like corn cheese, especially in 횟집. I think corn cheese is the best, like 밑반찬.
Yeah, I love that too.
It's really, really good. Okay,
For sure.
tell us, Are we going to be talking about unhealthy foods?
Well, it could be healthy in a way because this food actually represent our city, Busan. I would like to talk about 밀면 because since it's our first segment of this, the real charm of Busan, I'm sure most of the visitors, before they actually make a visit to Busan, they probably do the search.
Yeah.
And after that, doing the research, they'll probably gonna have either 돼지국밥 or 밀면,
Yeah.
or maybe 조개구이 Busan.
Those are the options.
Right.
You know, you come here, what's the best food here? 전 이틀 전에 이 육전 밀면 먹었거든요. 육전
정말
비빔
맛있죠.
밀면 진짜 맛있었어요.
Yeah.
It was a little bit, didn't look the same as the picture. You know, the picture had like this really like 잘 튀긴 kind of like
Yeah.
육전. Then it came out, it looked a bit microwaved, but nonetheless, it was delicious. If you're looking on YouTube Live, there is a picture of, is that 비빔물 밀면?
맞죠.
That's
물밀면이죠. 물비빔면.
순서는 뭐죠? 물비빔? 비빔물?
Yeah. 물비빔.
물비빔.
Yeah.
Yeah, it kind of mixes in with the water, makes it a
Right.
little spicy.
Yeah.
So tell us about 밀면.
So yeah, 밀면, as you can see, it's a cold noodle dish. It's kind of similar to 냉면, but it totally got the different taste. And the noodle itself is made differently.
Oh, I always wondered what the difference, because I find it hard to tell the difference. Maybe 냉면 is a little bit more chewy
그렇죠.
I think-
And thinner.
and thinner.
Right.
Okay.
Because 냉면 is actually made out of 메밀, a buckwheat noodle. And 밀면 is actually a wet flour and starch. 녹말 섞어가지고 조금 더 두꺼워요. It's thicker.
Is 냉면, you know, because famous 냉면 is 평양 냉면. right?
그렇죠.
Did it originate in North Korea, or is it just famous? You don't know. Okay.
I don't know.
Beginning research for us, please. Did it originate in North
Probably,
Korea?
yeah. It all came from like,
유명하잖아요.
yeah, North Korea.
Okay. So what makes it special?
Yeah.
밀면.
Yeah, like I think, of course, the noodle itself is really important too, but I think the broth is key. It's made from the mix of beef and chicken stock. 벌써 맛 없을 수가 없죠.
I know.
Which creates a deep, flavorful base that's both savory and refreshing. So 저는 사실 국물을 많이 안 먹는데
Yeah.
밀면 먹으면 다 마시는 느낌이에요. 맛있어서.
Okay. So I 100% of the time I go for 비빔.
Yeah.
I always, you know, I like just the spiciness of it.
Right.
But you're recommending that the soup one is good too.
Like these days, I like 물비빔. Yeah, kind of mixture of both.
Best of both worlds.
Yeah.
We have Lee Kelly-nim saying but 밀면 is so much better than 냉면.
Ooh,
Yeah.
밀면 lover.
밀면 lover right there. Yeah. You know what? I like them both.
Yeah.
And I had 냉면 first when I came to Korea. But I think 밀면 is easier to eat.
Yeah.
It's a bit easier to chew and digest, in my opinion, anyway.
Right.
So, I know there are lots of places you can go to eat this, but where would you recommend?
Well, yeah, just like what you said, there's like tons of great 밀면 restaurants, but then I would like to recommend the 밀면 restaurant in Choryang area because that's where it actually originated from.
Oh, really?
Yeah, from Choryang.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's line 1 down towards like Nampodong.
Right.
Yeah. Okay.
Correct.
All right then. And the good thing about 밀면, it's delicious, it's a traditional food, and it's not crazy expensive.
Right. It's not at all. It's definitely a reasonable price for you to just have one bowl of great tasty 밀면. So, yeah, why don't you guys go and check it out?
Busan Daddy saying, I love 밀면 too. Woohoo! Yeah.
Way to go.
I think a lot of people will love it.
I feel less guilty to talk about food at this time
Yeah.
because like usually like late afternoon when I talk about food, people like start to be like, I'm starving and I'm hungry. But I guess probably it's right around the lunchtime.
Yeah,
So,
they're probably everyone's probably finished your lunch, unless you have a later lunch.
Yeah.
yeah. But nonetheless, this will give you some inspiration, hopefully as well.
For sure.
오늘 멋진 날님 saying, oh, they realized that it originated in 밀면.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, moving on from food, what activities and adventures can we do in the city?
Yeah, before we actually dive into these activities and adventure, I actually got to speak to the international visitor. So let's listen to the audio clip together and then let's continue on. Hi, may I know your name and where you're from?
My name is Zion and I'm from Texas in America.
All right, so is this your first time in Busan, Korea?
Yes, it is actually.
How long have you been staying in Busan for?
I've been in Busan so far for 3 days now.
Really? Could you possibly share what have you been doing here so far?
So far I was able to go to the beach and we went to another beach and we were able to like go on a yacht and see the Hyundai Bridge, I think.
Oh, really?
Is that the bridge? Or is on a different beach?
Okay.
Something like that, but it was really cool. And then we went to the spa.
Oh, cool. Sounds fabulous.
Yeah.
Any Busan traditional food that you've tried here during your 3 days of stay?
Yes, we've tried quite a bit. We had Korean barbecue tonight. We've had pork stew. We've had the live octopus. We've had cold noodles. I don't know the name of the cold noodles, but we had that.
Milmyeon, maybe? Naengmyeon? Yeah, all right. So did you like all of those?
Yes, they're all very delicious.
Okay, so when are you actually heading back to Texas?
Not anytime soon, actually.
Oh, so you'll be exploring more in Busan.
We go to Seoul next.
Oh, all right. Well, have a great journey, and then I'll get to see you next time.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.
Wow, the ambassador you are, Jimmy. The ambassador for Busan.
And I was really kind of happy and proud to hear she actually tasted milmyeon,
Yeah.
which we just talked about.
It's not usually, when tourists come to Korea, they think, oh, I'm going to have, Korean barbecue, chicken, kimbap, ramyeon. I don't often hear milmyeon as like expats from other countries. Maybe people from Seoul, they're like, oh, milmyeon 먹어야겠다.
Right.
But usually foreigners don't think of milmyeon. So it's great that people are trying it.
Definitely.
Yeah. We have Busan Daddy saying the oldest milmyeon restaurant is in Uamdong.
Oh.
The oldest, so I'm going to check that out.
Yeah, definitely.
Thanks for the tip. We have come to the end of the segment and the end of the first half. Jimmy, brilliant segment. I always love learning about the city. And I'll see you every single Tuesday, right?
For sure. Every single Tuesday around 12:30. I'll get to see you guys and talk about the real charm of Busan all together with Nick.
Brilliant. See you later, mate.
All right, see you guys next week.
All right, we're going to end the first half here, but don't go anywhere because we're going to be back at 1 p.m. with more great stuff. We're going to finish off with Big in Japan by Alphaville.
Winter city sighs, crystal bits and snowflakes all around my head and in the wind. I'd no illusions that I'd ever find a glimpse of summer seat placed in your eyes. You did what you did to me, now it's history I see. Here's my comeback on the road again.
Your bridge to the world. BEFM 부산 영어방송.
부산의 축제 어디까지 즐겨보셨나요? 과거와 현재, 미래가 공존하는 항구도시 부산. 이곳 부산은 계절을 물들이는 다양한 축제로 늘 풍성합니다. 봄의 시작을 알리는 봄꽃 축제부터 부산의 여름을 만끽하는 바다 축제, 전 세계 영화인들이 모이는 부산국제영화제와 새로운 시작의 해맞이 축제까지. 부산의 축제는 우리의 열정을 가득 담고 있습니다. 바쁜 일상은 잠시 뒤로 하고 특별한 시간을 선물 받는 바로 이곳 부산에서 우리의 삶은 축제가 됩니다. 축제로 하나 되는 부산, 여러분은 어떤 축제를 기다리시나요? 이 캠페인은 대선공익재단과 BFM 부산영어방송이 함께합니다.
Want to be a friend of BFM 부산영어방송? You can chat with BFM through our Kakao Talk service. You can share your messages and photos through Kakao Talk, and you can easily become BFM's Kakao friend by searching BFM through the Find a Friend option. Come share and chat with us at BFM anytime, anywhere for free. Don't forget to add BFM 부산영어방송 to your Kakao friends list.
Man, I haven't got a chance. I call him.
도박에 노출된 아이들의 구조 신호를 잘 들어보세요.
이거 해도 되나?
이렇네. 나 용돈 좀 올려줘.
친구가 준 거예요.
엄마, 나 알바 좀 하면 안 돼?
아이들의 일상을 관심 있게 들여다보면 도박으로 힘겨워하는 아이들의 구조 신호가 들립니다. 다양한 형태로 드러나는 청소년 도박, 그들의 구조 신호에 응답해주세요. 청소년 도박 문제는 전문가 상담이 필요합니다. 공익광고협의회.
The time is now 1 o'clock.
You are the woman that I've always dreamed of. I knew it from the start. I saw your face and that's the last I've seen of my heart. It's not so much the things you say to me, it's not the things you do, it's how I feel each time you're close to me that keeps me close to you. Whoa, you are the woman that I've always dreamed of. I knew it from the start. I saw your face and that's the last I've seen of my heart. It's not so much a pretty face I see, it's not the clothes you wear, it's more that special way you look at me that always keeps me there. Whoa, whoa, you are the woman that I've always dreamed of. I knew it from the start. I saw your face and that's the last I've seen of my heart. It's hard to tell you all the love I'm feeling, that's just not my style. You got a way to set my senses reeling every time you smile. Whoa, you are the woman that I've always dreamed of. I knew it from the start. I saw your face and that's the last I've seen of my heart. Of my heart. Ooh, of my heart.
And that was You Are the Woman by Firefall. Now, this soft rock favourite was Firefall's breakout hit and their most enduring song. In it, a man sings that he's found the ideal woman, and he loves her not just for her beauty and her external qualities, but of how much she loves him in return. She is the woman he's always dreamed of. It's a lovely story in that song. Now, when Firefall formed in 1974, they were a rock band with 2 electric guitars. And when Rick Roberts presented the You Are the Woman for their first album, the rest of the band had misgivings because it was too soft. It wasn't punk rock enough. Well, punk rock wasn't in the 70s, but it wasn't rocky enough, I guess. But it's a great ballad nonetheless. Our opening song for the second half. Welcome, everybody. You are live in the studio in Busan on this Tuesday afternoon. This is Midday Mate, a brand new show that just started yesterday. You're listening to us on 90.5 in Busan and 103.3 FM in the Gijang, Cheongwan and Noksan areas. I am your host, Nick, and we've got loads of content coming your way for the second half. We're going to start with today's quotes. We introduce encouraging quotes from famous people. And then we have bite-sized banter with Kimberly, where we go over a bit of banter, a bit of fun, light-hearted, general chit-chat and conversations. Following that is Don't Make a Scene. We introduce useful English expressions after listening to a short clip. And then, topping it all off, is Across the Universe. We introduce the story behind the Beatles songs, which I would say are still very influential in modern pop music. And of course, I'll be checking your messages throughout the show because we got a lot of them, and today's text topic was about food. Bad food, in particular. Good for your soul, but bad for your health. So what are some bad foods that you enjoy to eat? 좀 나쁘지만 즐겨 먹게 되는 음식에는 어떤 것이 있나요? 오늘의 텍스트 토픽입니다. You can send your answers to pound 9050, 샵 9050, to cost you 101, a Kakao message, a smartphone app message, or a YouTube live chat where everyone is chatting about and people can see as well. It's a bit more of a close feeling, which I definitely do love. We've got lots of messages coming in. Let's have a look. We've got 조현철님 saying, for their bad food, 저는 양념 통닭입니다. 자주는 안 먹으니. Is 양념... I guess it's not bad for you. It's not good for you, right? It's delicious. Can I ask, do you only have 양념? Do you not get like 반반? Do you just like that flavor, that kind of spicy and sweet? Some good flavors like that? Hopefully. I love having 반반, a bit of variety as well. Anonym messaging in as well, saying 점심 먹고 들어오다 타 주는 줄 너무 더워요. 감천문의 마을은 가봤어요. 사진 찍고 왔죠. Thank you for joining in. It is very hot. Please stay cool and be careful. 이성표님 saying jelly beans, bacon. Bacon is a favorite for a lot of people, right? Especially bacon sandwiches. In England, they're very, very popular. Yeah. Thanks for your message. Neil Nim saying, any burger. Tasty, but fatty. I would agree. You know what? I'm going to out someone here. My wife. I love you, but she says, if there's salad, if there is lettuce in the burger, it's healthy. And my mind was blown. I'm like, it's not just because it has a bit of salad in the burger, it doesn't make it healthy. It's still extra calories, but still, I can't argue with her, really, can I? Yeah. More messages coming in, and an interesting one. We have 진리님 saying 다른 쇼 시간대에는 주로 운전 중이어서 챗을 못해서 입과 손이 간질간질 했었는데 지금은 점심시간 너무 좋아요. Oh, I'm so glad that your hands are free to get involved and to join us. It's your presence here, Jinli, is a huge plus for the show. So we thank you very, very much. And also saying some people, they listen to the show without the sound on because they're at work and, you know, they have to turn the sound off. But they use the subtitles and body language to understand, which is 되게 신기해요. That's quite a talent that you have as well. I don't know how you do it, but it's pretty incredible as well. Keep the messages coming in. Tell me more about the foods you love that you probably shouldn't love anyway. Yeah, lots of that. Busan Daddy saying, I'm going to be a big fan of Midday Mates. Legend, mate. Come and join as much as you can. Brilliant stuff. All right, the time is now 1:07 in the afternoon. Coming up next, we do have a segment of today's quotes. Before that, let's take a quick song break. This is Shape of You by Ed Sheeran.
The club isn't the best place to find the lovers, so the bar is where I go. Me and my friends at the table doing shots, tripping fast, and then we talk slow. And you come over and start up a conversation with just me. And trust me, I'll give it a chance. Now take my hand, stop it, and the man on the jukebox. And then we start to dance. And now I'm singing like, girl, you know I want your love. Your love was handmade for somebody like me. Come on now, follow my lead. I may be crazy, don't mind me. Say, boy, let's not talk too much. Grab on my waist and put that body on me. Come on now, follow my lead. Come on now, follow my lead. I'm in love with the shape of you. We push and pull like a magnet do. Although my heart is falling too. I'm in love with your body. And last night you were in my room. And now my bedsheets smell like you. Every day discovering something brand new. Well, I'm in love with your body. 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 Every day discovering something brand new. I'm in love with the shape of you. When we came, we let the story begin. We're going out on our first date. You and me are thrifty, so go all you can eat. Fill up your bag and I fill up the plate. We talk for hours and hours about the sweet and the sour and how your family's doing okay. And leaving, getting a taxi, kissing the backseat, tell the driver make the radio play. And I'm singing like, girl, you know I want your love. Your love was handmade for somebody like me. Come on now, follow my lead. I may be crazy, don't mind me. Say, boy, let's not talk too much. Grab on my waist and put that body on me. Come on now, follow my lead. Come on now, follow my lead. I'm in love with the shape of you. We push and pull like a magnet do. Although my heart is falling too. I'm in love with your body. Last night you were in my room. And now my bedsheets smell like you. Every day discovering something brand new. Well, I'm in love with your body. 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 Every day discovering something brand new. I'm in love with the shape of you. Come on, be my baby, come on. 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 I'm in love with the shape of you. We push and pull like a magnet do. Although my heart is falling too. I'm in love with your body. Last night you were in my room. Now my bedsheets smell like you. Every day discovering something brand new. I'm in love with your body. Come on, be my baby. Come on, come on, be I'm in love with your body. Come on, be my baby. Come on, come on, be I'm in love with your body. Come on, be my baby. Come on, be I'm in love with your body. Every day discovering something brand new. I'm in love with the shape of you.
We just listened to Shape of You by Ed Sheeran. Welcome back, everyone. It is 1:11 in the afternoon on a wonderful Tuesday. Hope you're having a great day so far. Lots of love coming in through the chats, which is always fantastic to see. Everyone's talking about their favorite shows. Busan Daddy-nim has been a listener for a long time, for sure. A big fan of all the shows. 소이님, I'm already a huge fan of Midday Mate. 하트 뿅뿅뿅, 닉 화이팅. 아이고, 감사합니다. 큰 힘이 됐습니다. Also, Busan Daddy saying, I love British and Aussie accents. And 오늘모틀날님 saying, the British accent sounds intelligent. The Canadian sounds more relaxed. You know, I do hear people, they're usually not English. They're usually from America. But they say, British people sound intelligent. And it always confuses me because I guess because I grew up in England, it doesn't sound intelligent to me. But I think what it is we sound intelligent, but we're not really intelligent. It's 똑똑한 척하는 거죠. It's pretending. It's all an act, I would say. But you know what? I'm glad the perception of it is intelligence. It makes me feel a little bit happy. I wish I was more intelligent, though. But thank you very much for the compliment, my friend. We also have 조현철님 telling us his favorite bad food. And I can relate to this. So we told us 양념 통닭 earlier, but then also saying 깐풍 치킨 주로 먹어요. 깐풍도 양념이니 점심때 닉 목소리 들으니 좋아요. 감사합니다. Yeah, I love 깐풍 chicken, right? It's so good. It's so good. It's not as sweet as 양념 from a traditional place, which I really, really like. Yeah. Anyway, keep sending your messages in. Tell us your favorite food that is not good for you. It is now time for today's quote. And this is where we go over a famous quote that someone of interest, someone of influence, that's the word, that someone of influence said. And today is by someone who you might know, Henry Ford, right? He is, of course, the creator of the brand of cars. You know, it's the Ford brand, Henry Ford. I don't see a lot of them in Korea, but in the UK and, of course, in America, it's one of the biggest brands of cars. And Henry Ford was actually the creator of the 5-day work week. So a lot of people don't like him because he started this whole 9 to 5, Monday to Friday, 2 days weekend vacation. He started this, and I see on social media a lot of people being sarcastic. They're saying, thanks a lot, Henry Ford, for this, long working week. But it's created a system, and he was a very intelligent man. And he came up with this quote: quality means doing it right when nobody is looking. Quality means doing it right when no one is looking. And I think that is a great quote. So to do quality work means, yeah, you can do good work when eyes are on you, when your 사장님 is watching you. Yeah, I'll do good work. But real quality is when they're not looking, when you're by yourself working with no attention, still doing the right job, still doing a good job. And I think that is very, very true. Now, Henry Ford, he was, one of the biggest American industrialists and inventor, and he formed the assembly line methods for automobile manufacturing. It led to faster production, lower costs as well. He grew up in Michigan in the US. His father was a farmer, and his dad wanted his son, Henry Ford, to take over the family farm. But Henry, he had no interest in farming. He had an interest in automobiles, in cars. He was much more interested in building machines. And so he left home at the age of 16 and went to Detroit to become an apprentice machinist. And he grew up with 2 brothers and 2 sisters. So I think this is a great example of why you should follow your dreams. It's important, of course, to listen to your parents' advice and their wishes, but it's your life. I think you should do with it what you want, what your passion is. And it turned out well for Henry Ford. So that was today's quote from Henry Ford. Quality means doing it right when nobody is looking. Great stuff. And today's quote will be with us every single day. We've got a request song coming in from Lee Kelly. This is just for you, my friend. No Rain by Blind Melon.
I like watching the puddles gather. my point of view that I'm insane. It's not sane. It's not sane. I just want someone to save me. I'll always be there when you're away. You know I like to keep my cheeks dry today. So stay with me and I'll have it made. I'll have it made. I'll have it made. No, you know I'm really gonna have it made. You know I have
Welcome everybody to Bite Size Banter. This is the time in the day where Kimberly comes in and we just have, as we would call it, a bit of banter. In this case, some bite-sized banter for a few minutes, just chatting, making a few jokes, catching up, all of the good stuff involved with banter. And in the studio, we have Kimberly. Hello there.
Hi.
How are you doing?
Good. How are you doing today?
I'm doing very well, thank you. The weather is gorgeous, so
Right.
I'm feeling good, but my clothes are not feeling great. It's a little bit sweaty, but you're beating the heat?
Yes, I'm trying to at least.
Yeah.
We still have the AC on. Do you guys?
I do. I do. And we're kind of, it was horrible. For this summer, we were kind of between air conditioning units and it was a scorching summer.
Oh, no.
So we had one of those mobile, what is it, 이동식
Uh-huh.
aircon. And it wasn't anywhere near as good as a proper air conditioner.
No.
But we survived. Hopefully be more prepared for next summer.
Yes.
Yeah. So today, for bite-sized banter, what kind of banter are we going to be having?
The question of the day is, if you could relive one day in your life, which day would it be and why?
Ooh, relive any day. That's a hard question.
Or let's say relive any period then.
Okay. A specific period. Now, whenever people say, when were the best times of your life, I often think, of course, being married to my lovely wife, your number one, babe. But aside from that, I would say my university times. Because back then I'd just become slightly independent.
Right.
I was living with my friends. I was quote unquote studying. It was just a time where I think, myself and I think many people would have changed and evolved.
Becoming independent.
Yeah. And
adults.
it was great not to have that 잔소리, right?
Yes.
Come down for dinner, wash your hands. Well, I do wash my hands, but, clean your room. Things like that. I would say my university times or the times when I first came to Korea.
I agree.
Back in 2013. You agree? When were your best times?
So if I were to choose one event or one day, I would choose the day that my husband proposed.
Was it magical?
It was magical. Actually, it was a lot of attention, which I'm not very used to.
Oh.
But, once in a lifetime, I could deal with the attention.
Please paint us the picture.
So it was the day last year, April of 2023.
Yeah.
And it was a week right before the wedding. And he hadn't proposed yet.
Wait, was this wedding planned?
Yes.
But there was no proposal yet?
Yes.
Okay.
So I think in the Korean culture, there isn't like an actual proposal. Like America, where we would propose first, like before, and then start wedding planning.
Yeah.
But in Korea, I think they just do it anytime before the wedding.
Oh, very systematically.
Yes.
Okay.
So it was a week before the wedding, so I thought that there was no proposal happening.
Yeah.
He and my dad were running a marathon.
Okay.
Or a 10K here at Busan where they closed down the Gwanghwan Bridge and everything. And, I was taking pictures and I was like really frantic. And then at the end, my dad went missing. He came through the finish line and we're like, where did he go?
Yeah.
And then my husband got all angry at me. He was like, where's your father? I was like, you were just running with him. But then I think he got angry because he had this whole planned proposal at the Gwangan beach.
Oh, and your dad forgot? Or...
He wasn't informed.
Oh, no.
The whole time they were running the 10K, he did not tell my father. And then so we finally found my dad. We went to the beach, and then there was this big banner saying, "Will you marry me?" and a picture of us and his friends holding it.
Oh, that's amazing. Were there people around clapping?
Yes,
cheering?
all the marathoners were like clapping and saying, "Oh, congratulations, 축하해요." And I was like, but I loved it inside.
That's incredible. It kind of reminds me of, when people propose on the Jumbotron at like baseball games.
Yes.
At least it wasn't like that. Yeah. Did you like it though? Are you the type who likes a grand spectacle, or are you more of a shy type?
I usually don't like the grand spectacle, but this one and only time, a proposal's a once in a lifetime thing.
Yeah.
I liked it.
You're making me feel bad about mine.
Sorry.
I did mine in a secluded area.
That's good too.
I went to a private in quotes, a cafe where there was no one with a nice view. And, I made sure there was nobody around because I don't like drawing attention in public.
I like that too.
And I think my wife appreciated that. I hope she did anyway. That was a good day for me as well. And it sounds like an amazing day for you.
Yes.
So you got proposed to, and then a week later you were married.
Yes.
Very interesting. 순서.
Right.
I think. So if I had to think of one day, it's difficult because there are so many days in that time period that were so good. I think it might have to be when I came to, one of them is when I came to Busan for the first time. Because I started off living in Busan and I came to my first trip with my friends to Busan and it was just, whoa, this is Korea? That's incredible. The beaches, the vibe was just so different. I remember thinking, I'd love to live here one day. And then 2 years later, I ended up moving here.
Look at you now.
Exactly. Look at me now, Mum. There we go. Brilliant stuff. So today we've been having a bit of banter about reliving the best days of our life, I guess. I think that's awesome. Your proposal day. You'll remember that for the rest of your life.
Definitely.
Is there anything you think that could top that in the future?
We'll have to see.
Kids' graduations.
Oh, maybe. That's far future.
Far future, for sure. Well, everyone listening, is there a specific day that you would like to relive and why? Maybe it's a proposal, maybe your wedding day, maybe the birth of a child. It could be anything. Maybe the day you had the best hamburger of your life. Let us know. And Kimberly, thank you so much, and we'll see you tomorrow.
Thank you. See you tomorrow.
Bye. All right, that was Bite-Sized Banter. We had Kimberly here in for a conversation. And today we were talking about the best time of our life, the best day of our life, one that you want to relive. And of course, Kimberly was talking about her proposal. And it was, I think her husband, top man, top guy, for going through all of that effort to make a grand scene. I'm sure she appreciated it. I want to know, is there a day that you would like to relive as well? Maybe after listening to this conversation. We have a few as well. 어느 멋진 날님 saying, a difficult question to answer indeed. A very heartfelt comment saying, it's a sad story, but I wish I could go back to the day before my brother passed away from a medical accident and tell him that I was so happy that he was my brother and that I was grateful. I bet you wish you could go back all the time, my friend. And, I'm sure if you had a good relationship, I'm sure he knew that. And it's awesome that you have these great memories. Much love to you, 어느 멋진 날님. Thank you for sharing with us as well. Let us know any days you want to relive. For me, obviously, when I was younger, back when I was a wee little lad, those would be the good days as well. Ponim saying, it can't just be one day for me. For me, every weekend when I can get some rest at home. Right. It's the little things in life, right? Swaking. I like that answer as well, Ponim. Keep sending your messages in. We're going to take a quick song break and then we'll be back. This is Beat It by Michael Jackson. We just listened to a classic by Michael Jackson, Beat It, and I hope that's got you in the mood for our next segment, which is Don't Make a Scene. And if you're new today, Don't Make a Scene, it's a play on words, 말장난이에요. So, like I said, and some people they related to it, especially those with children. Don't make a scene it's what you say to someone when they're causing a lot of trouble in a public place. Maybe they're shouting, maybe they're crying, and you're kind of embarrassed, like, 조용히 해, don't make a scene. Please, don't make a scene. 이런 공공장소에서 don't make a scene. That's what the phrase actually means. And today, for this segment, we're going to literally make a scene from a TV show or a movie. I introduce useful English expressions from a TV show or movie through a short clip. And this week, we're going over a Simpsons episode. One of my favorite shows, a Simpsons episode. And in this episode, Homer Simpson, the main character, he's eating a huge Subway sandwich. And it's so delicious, he just keeps eating it. But it's so big that he can't finish it quickly. And it starts to go moldy. And yesterday we learned the phrase, what was the phrase? It's, you hardly made a dent. You hardly made a dent. You didn't make a change. 거의 먹지 않았네. Like, why haven't you eaten much? You hardly made a dent. Today, we're going to learn the next phrase from this clip. Let's take a listen to the full clip.
Sandwich.
Jeez, we hardly made a dent in that 10-foot hoagie.
Oh, give it a good hope.
You've been eating that thing for a week. I think the mayonnaise is starting to turn.
2 more feet and I can fit it in the fridge.
Homer, I found this behind the radiator. I really think you should throw it away.
Suggestion noted.
You look terrible.
I don't care. I'm going to Duff Gardens. So cold.
Your lips are turning blue. I think you better stay home.
No!
I could listen to his voice all day. You know, my favorite part is that you can just kind of slightly hear in the background him eating the sandwich. You know, just constantly eating. So yesterday was you hardly made a dent in that 10-foot hoagie. The next phrase I want to cover is I think the mayonnaise is starting to turn. His wife, Marge Simpson, says to Homer, I think the mayonnaise is starting to turn. Now, turn이라고 하면 you think of changing, right? Changing directions, particularly for example, you're driving a car, 운전을 하면서 방향을 바꿀 때 you turn, you're turning. So turn also means to change as well. But starting to turn, in this case, is an idiomatic way to say that the food is beginning to spoil. It's beginning to go bad. And in this case, the sandwich is so old now, the mayonnaise is going rotten. It's going bad. It's not fully bad yet, but she says it's starting to turn. 직역을 하면 내 생각에 마요네즈가 변하기 시작한 것 같아요. Starting to turn. So that's the literal translation, right? 변하기 시작하다. But here, of course, it's used idiomatically, right? So it's starting to decay, go bad. It's starting to smell pretty bad as well. For example, if milk, you know, you have a carton of milk and you've had it for a month, or maybe, 2 weeks, and it starts to smell really bad, you can say, I think the milk is starting to turn. Or maybe you have fruit and it's been a long time and the fruit is, for an apple, the apple goes brown, the skin goes really ugly. You can say, oh, I think the apple is starting to turn. We should eat it soon. Or, I left the meat out for too long. Oh no, I think it's starting to turn. 그래서 마요네즈가 상하기 시작한 것 같아 라는 뜻이에요. It's a more natural way to express the idea that the mayonnaise is going bad, right? So really to turn in this situation means 상하다, right? To go bad, 썩었다. It's gone bad. So let's listen to just that sentence one more time.
I think the mayonnaise is starting to turn.
You can hear the concern in her voice. Now, if you haven't seen the episode, she's looking directly at the sandwich and saying, oh, I think the mayonnaise is starting to turn. She's a wife. She's, of course, concerned for him as well. And that was today's Don't Make a Scene. We've gone over the second part of this scene. We're going to take a song break and then we will be right back. This is Believer by Imagine Dragons, requested by 미옥 스텔라님.
First things first, I'ma say all the words inside my head. I'm fired up and tired of the way that things have been. Oh, ooh, the way that things have been. Oh, ooh. Second thing, second, don't you tell me what you think that I can be. I'm the one at the sail, I'm the master of my sea. Oh, ooh, the master of my sea. Oh, ooh. I was broken from a young age, taking my soak into the masses, writing my poems for the few that look at me, took to me, shook at me, feeling me, singing from heartache, from the pain, taking my message from the veins, speaking my lesson from the brain, seeing the beauty through the... Hey, you made me a believer, believer. Hey, you made me down, you built me a believer, believer. Bullets fly or let them rain. My life, my love, my time, it came from. Hey, you made me a believer, believer. Third things third, send a prayer to the ones up above. All the hate that you've heard has turned your spirit to a dove. Oh, ooh, your spirit up above. Oh, ooh. I was choking in the crowd, building my rain up in the cloud, falling like ashes to the ground, hoping my feelings, they would drown, but they never did, ever lived, ebbing and flowing, inhibited, limited, till it broke open and rained down, it rained down like... Hey, you made me a believer, believer. Hey, you built me a believer, believer. Bullets fly or let them rain. My life, my love, my time, it came from. Hey, you made me a believer, believer. Last days last by the grace of the fire and the flames. You're the face of the future, the blood in my veins. Oh, ooh, the blood in my veins. Oh, ooh. They never did, ever lived, ebbing and flowing, inhibited, limited, till it broke up when it rained down like... Hey, you made me a believer, believer. Hey, you built me a believer, believer. Hey, let the bullets fly or let them rain. My life, my love, my time, it came from. Hey, you made me a believer, believer.
We just listened to Believer by Imagine Dragons, requested by 미옥 스텔라님. Thank you very much for that empowering song request. Do love a bit of that. Welcome back to the show, Midday Mate. It's 1:41 in the afternoon. We just came back from our segment, Don't Make a Scene, and I'm glad a lot of people find it useful. Because hopefully you can learn a lot from it too. 소이님 saying, I do love this segment, so useful, so fun. 이 segment 들을 때는 꼭 이어폰 껴야겠어요. Yeah, I think you can listen closely, because it would be difficult to listen, I think, when you're reading subtitles or looking at, 입모양. It'd be a bit difficult. 어느 멋진 날님 as well, a great use of summarizing the meaning, making a dent, 조금 진전을 보이다, 영향을 미치다. Thank you for your summary, my friend. And also, I want to say, I do love the love in this chat right now. Thank you so much for sharing once again as well. 소이님 saying, My faith for Midday Mate won't turn. 이렇게 쓰는 거 말이 되나요? I love it. Personally, 개인적으로 아주 좋은 표현이라고 생각해요. I guess turn is used only for food. But because I know what we're talking about, Midday Mate, I totally understand. Yeah. I guess you could say my faith for Midday Mate won't spoil. Yeah, I guess you can say won't spoil. Won't spoil. Yeah. But thank you very much. Great sentence as well. And I'm glad you're getting involved with it as well. It is now time for Across the Universe. This is where we introduce the story behind, in not just my opinion, but also, the music world's opinion, the Beatles. We go into the history of their songs and how much influence they had in pop culture. We're going to choose a different song each week as well. And this week, we're looking at the song Michelle by the Beatles. For those of you who don't know, Michelle is a name, usually the name of a woman. Now, the Beatles, they didn't speak French, but that didn't stop them from putting a few lines of it into the song Michelle. It's a song that finds Paul McCartney trying to overcome a language barrier to express his love. Ma belle means my beautiful. Now, my French accent is horrible, but ma belle means my beautiful. In America, Michelle got loads of airplay in the 1970s and 80s on soft rock radio stations. Its soothing sound helped the workday move by just a little bit faster. Now, BMI, which handles royalty payments for airplay in the United States, announced in 1990 that Michelle was the third most played song on American radio, behind two of their other light favorites. I'm sure you know them, Yesterday and Something, classic songs right there. Now, musically, this was influenced by a 1957 Chet Atkins instrumental called Trombone, which has a repeating treble line and a bass line with a melody. McCartney did something similar on Michelle as well, and the song won a Grammy in 1966 for Song of the Year, one of just 4 Grammys the Beatles won while they were still active. Soinim loving the Beatles. I'm a huge fan. It's no secret, I'm a huge fan. And not just because I'm English, because they're a great band. I think they're a great band. And Soinim saying, Beatles 기대돼요. Brilliant stuff. Brilliant stuff. I'm looking forward to this. Let's take a listen to the song Michelle. And that was Michelle by the Beatles. I'm sorry if my voice just came on very strong because it's a very calm, 아주 차분한 노래죠. It's a great song. I should have come in slightly softer. That was Michelle by the Beatles. Fantastic song. And unfortunately, because of copyright issues, if you were watching on YouTube, we do have to mute it for Beatles songs. 저작권 문제 있어가지고. So yeah, a lot of people just turned on the radio, which is fantastic. Great job. Or, like Soinim and others, you can listen through the app as well. There's nothing stopping you from enjoying it through there too. Welcome back to the show. It is 1:48 in the afternoon. It's great that it's still a sunny day. Feeling good. 미옥스텔라이는 messaging in saying, 밀린 집안일이 있었는데 Midday Mate 들으면서 하니 금방 했어요. 내일 방송도 기다릴게요. 아이고 감사합니다. I'm glad that you can kind of just rush through, do your housework while listening to the show. That's a great way. It's a great way to do two things, two birds with one stone. Thank you for messaging that as well. Now, earlier as well, Soinim, you asked a question about starting to turn, saying my love or my joy for Midday Mate won't turn. And I was trying to come up with another expression like won't spoil, won't sour. But thankfully, Lee Kellynim on Kakao Talk sent me a good alternative. Won't waver. Oh, that's a good word. That's very poetic. 아주 시적인 말인데요. Won't waver. So my love for something won't waver. W-A-V-E-R. Waver. 흔들리지 않다라는 뜻이에요. It won't shake. It won't break. It won't waver. Always be strong. That's a good one, Anangyonim. Thank you for that suggestion. Sometimes I find it difficult to think of expressions on the spot, but really good use of the word there. Lots of messages coming in, which is great. And today's text topic was about bad foods that you enjoy. I got a lot of them coming in. 나쁘지만 즐겨 먹게 되는 음식에는 어떤 것이 있나요? 오늘의 텍스트 토픽이었는데요. We had 4625번님 saying, 호떡! 진짜 참을 수 없어요. 호떡 먹으러 남포동까지 먼 길 떠납니다. 이제 곧 호떡의 계절이 옵니다. 드디어 마침내 저희 동네 지하철역 옆 앞에 이 호떡 카트가 등장했어요. 벌써부터 행복해요. That's brilliant. That's brilliant. You know what? I was trying to think, 호떡 계절? Like, it's not a fruit. But then I realized the best time to eat 호떡 is in the winter. I totally agree. I like 호떡 at any time of the year. But in the winter, it's kind of like eating 떡볶이 and 어묵 국물, right? It's good any time, but it is twice as good when it's cold. It's 분위기 있어서. You just feel like you're huddled around like a cart. You're eating the hotdog or you're eating the 떡볶이. It's great. That's the one thing that I think is great about winter is that hot foods on the streets are amazing as well. All right, everyone, the time is now 1:50 in the afternoon. We do have to start wrapping things up. End of the second day. I want to thank you all for coming in, joining, saying hello. It's been a lot of fun, and it's going to continue every day as well. So come join us again tomorrow. We've got more Midday Mate, more great segments, more chatting. I love this little community that we're building. So my love goes out to you. Anyone listening on the radio as well. If you get the chance, come say hi on the live chat. If you can't, I'm very grateful that you've been listening, however you've been listening. And on that note, I'm going to wrap things up. My name has been Nick. This was Midday Mate, and our last song is I'm Not in Love by 10cc. Everybody, have a great afternoon.
It's just a silly phase I'm going through. And just because I call you up, don't get me wrong, don't think you got it made. I'm not used to be. I'm not in love, no, no. Ooh, you wait a long time for me. Ooh, you wait a long time. Ooh, you wait a long time for me. Ooh, you wait a long time. I'm not in love, so don't forget it. It's just a silly phase I'm going through. Just because I call you up, don't get me wrong, don't think you got it made. I'm not in love, I'm not in love.
What skill would you?
I don't know, maybe speaking like 10 languages.
That was mine.
Oh, really? Okay, I'll think of something else. Okay. Testing 1, 2, 3.
Testing 1, 2, 3.
Welcome back, everybody, to Midday Mate. It is now time for that part of the show where we kind of take things even more on the lighter side with a bite-sized banter. And to have a bit of banter with, well, that's good. I like a bit of banter. We've got Kimberly in the studio.
Hello.
How are you doing?
Good. How are you today?
I'm doing good. For the past 2 days, I like just kind of, just letting my hair down and my short hair down and just talking about, just little things here and there, having a bit of banter.
Yes.